Hi, I'm Cameron Hussey. We've chosen this paddock to be the next one in our cropping rotation because it's an old pasture and I think it's done its days and it's not giving the farmer any return. So we've established that it's low and it's got a low pH, about 5.8, so bring it up by 0.2, put 2 tonne of lime on. We've done a soil test which was at 150 mil. So what we're wanting to start with, especially with pasture, is getting on top of it in autumn so you don't have any thatch build up. That becomes quite hard to get your chemical, especially pre-emerge for Brassica, get that soil contact. So you really want to keep on top of that, especially in autumn through the winter. So we have pasture with about the 10 centimetre regrowth. Nice fresh stuff that the chemical can go right down into the roots and give you the best canvas to drill into as possible. We've chosen leafy turnip for this farm. This is a land finishing block, so we've got a cropping rotation of brassica and the leafy turnip fits perfect. We direct drill. In an ideal scenario we would have drilled this into winter star, an annual Italian, in the winter, in that autumn period, and have a decent breakdown of this native grasses so we can get an easy spray out and a reduction in build up of thatch for the spring period. Unfortunately it was a late decision, so we didn't have that tool up our sleeve, so we're probably looking at spraying out early and then even doing a double spray of glyphosate, and that'll give us even a 2-week period of a breakdown where we can get that pre-emerge and that soil contact for that ultimate start for our crop. So a decision on that first spray is if we don't get that breakdown on thatch, we may have to turn it over or cultivate so we can get that soil contact. Otherwise we'd look at something like a post-emergent chemical so we can get on top of these weeds. Otherwise we're just not going to get that soil contact with this thatch in the way. We'll be drilling this pasture at 4 kilos to the hectare with a base fertiliser of about 150 to 250 kilos of DAP. That gives us that seed out of the ground as fast and as optimal as possible. So these early crops gives us feed on those early shoulders where we can have land to come out and go into other crops and mouths on these crops. So we use pasture as a tool where we can have enough feed on the shoulder, the early shoulders of the season, and that opens up, gives us enough feed and time to drill other crops later on when we've got enough feed and bulk feed in these 4 sections. So using a summer brassica allows us to use this with the right chemistry and some good chemistry to get on top of our grasses, our broadleaf, hard to kill weeds, and sets us up, especially on our farm where we're trying to do a pasture renewal system, and allows us to have a clean bed to drill high performance. So as you can see, there's no ryegrass or high performance pasture in here, and in a system where we're relying on high performance feed, this is a tired pasture that needs renewing.